All right, good morning. Welcome to the well. Gosh, April 6th, 2026. So let's all take a moment, get present to our breath, and just think about your life wherever you are right now in your journey. Find something that you're grateful for. Oh, and just create that context of gratitude. Whether you're going through major challenges right now or things are going smooth sailing, just take a moment and get present. What's something in your life that you're grateful for? And anchor that, and we're going to go right into the reading.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about resistance and finding a way through situations that we don't want to be in. The first card I got
Mm,
is acceptance. So it says you can let go now, surrender to what is, and letting go, being like water and non-resistant. This is a card of creating flow by sort of not holding your ground in things, which is our human, tendency anyway. I anchored that with a Zen tarot card, and that is the schizophrenia card, which is
mm,
literally just indecisiveness, right? I'm so stuck because I'm hanging on to how I want it to be and not accepting how it is. And
yeah,
so, really finding a way to deeply release some of that and be with what is. This is like we were saying in the group, it's a simple concept, right? I have resistance, so I'm just going to let go and not let it hold me in place. But it's very much simple, but not easy to execute. We're human beings and we have our perceptions of how we want it to be. We have our
mm,
ideas and or of who we are. And when something comes in the face of that and kind of
mm,
goes, here's a roadblock, are you sure?
yeah,
We want to push through that. We want to fight it. We want to, almost create an inner conflict just to get get it, to go away. But in the art of accepting what is and letting go of the grip, literally letting go of the grip,
yeah. It does get a
we,
grip on us.
right? We can create much more flow that way.
Yeah.
The second set of cards I got were once we've aligned with that concept of
Mm,
removing resistance, then I got this card called Goddess of the Sea. And
mm,
it says it's time to come home. And it says down here abundance, purification, and ego. And this is really, I really took in the energy of the ego here because
mm,
the resistance that we create in our lives is a lot of times caused by our ego, right? It's not that way. I want it to be this way, or I don't want to be seen this
mhm,
way. I want to be seen that way, or whatever. It's a
mhm.
lot of ego. So this is asking us to strip all that away and get
Right,
to the core of our truth. And
right.
because this is another water card, it's going to start with our emotions. It's going to start with the core of how we feel, right? In
Yeah,
that sort of non-resistant energy. How does that make us feel? Does it make us feel vulnerable? Does it make us feel excited? Does it make us feel like giving up? There's
mhm,
a lot of emotions that can come with releasing that resistance. With that card, I pulled politics, and that is
mm.
drop the mask, be authentic. It doesn't have to be in a
Is that a
combative
snake
way.
around him in the
Yeah,
picture?
slithering snake, like a lot of politicians are. But it's really just this disingenuous energy that we want to drop as we're getting to the core of our own truth.
Yeah,
Um, so those two first cards are, about removing the resistance and really being honest with our
yeah,
inner being. And it
yeah.
does not have to be honest by shouting it from the rooftops. This is who I am. You're this. You're none of that. It's just an internal atmosphere and internal work, a
Hmm,
clearing of sorts.
hmm,
Then once we have that clearing, I got Vision Quest. Now it's like,
hmm.
okay, what do I want to create? What like it could what you want to create could maybe have not changed from the original card that we pulled with resistance. I want to create this, but this is in my way and I'm resisting it. But we have to strip away those preconceived notions, those sort of maybe little inner battles that we have, maybe a little bit of stubbornness. I got to hold my ground. We got to strip all that away to make a clearing so that we can really see with clearer eyes what it is we want, how we want to evolve from here.
Hmm.
And then with that card, I pulled change. So those go right hand in hand. It's like, it's, releasing that
Balancing.
resistance, it creates that change. Yeah, creates that for you. And then the last set here in this first half,
Well,
I
it's
pulled,
changed though in the direction of your vision quest, right? So it's like,
yeah, it's
yeah, yeah,
creating the flow that we want to have that change come. Exactly.
yeah, yeah,
And then the last card we got is flow. It's the river dances to the sea, and it's being in flow state
yeah.
and trusting in the adventure. So even though we're not standing right at the edge of our goal or the point of evolving that we want to be at, we've unlocked sort of the dams that are in the way so that we can create that flow. And then I pulled flowering to go with that. So this is
Mhm.
really that the point of we've created more ease to get toward our goal by working on these inner blockages that we have, the resistance, the maybe hiding the truth from ourselves. Those inner workings create that flow once
Mhm.
we really get down to the bottom of it.
Mhm. Mm. So invite everybody to pause and look at your own life. Where in your own life are you resisting? Where are you pushing against or back or through? Just take a moment and feel into that. And then ask yourself, what inside that which I'm resisting can I give up? Can I let go of? Can I let go of the resistance? Just take a moment to really feel yourself. Actually do that. Actually give it up. Let go. Let that shift happen towards the vision. Oh, I love it. It really is a change, right? It's like move in the direction of the vision.
That fit exactly. And
Yeah. I
really not,
just felt it happen in my own system as I did that right now with us. I felt it happen in my own system. Yeah.
and that is because you took the attention off of those external things that we feel we have to change. We have to force change on in order to get what, no, change, shift the internal, and that creates that flow. And like it
So
could
it was
be,
also really getting present though to what I'm resisting.
mm,
Like getting present to like, what am I resisting? What am I pushing? And then let it go.
how, like, how is that going to serve me to keep resisting this thing? Yeah. I love it because then you create flow. And then this second half of the reading, without fail, the cards will always tell us not so fast. Then I got exhaustion.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
because another external obstacle will appear, it's guaranteed, right? This is that life is literally a set of random chaotic occurrences. And our work is to stand centered in our own truth and who we are and move through it and let some of that pass us by or swat some of it back the other way and move on in the other direction. It's our journey to navigate all these roadblocks. And the exhaustion card comes as a point of awareness to remind ourselves, ooh, I let all this get to me again. Like I'm still on my journey. And then all these things came, and now I'm feeling burdened again. And it's wiping me out. This card is in the Zen deck, it's a fire card. So I think it's like the wands, and it's like
Mm.
the movement that you choose. And this is like
Mm.
stalling your movement because of these outside circumstances that we allow to get to us, right?
Mhm.
Not it's very human. It's so normal. That's why I guarantee we're going to have stuff that slows us down again, right?
Yeah.
Because if we are in a lifetime of absolutely zero resistance and pure flow, we're probably not incarnated anymore, right? We're probably not on this planet, right? That's for our spirit to experience.
Yeah.
Here we're asked to work out some of this stuff and to create flow as much as we can and to be in our you know the center of who we are more than we can, more often than not, really. It's just like a little bit tipping of the scale of being mostly aligned with ourselves when this other stuff's going to happen, which I loved because it's a gentle reminder that we're doing okay. you know
Mm.
we recognize the resistance, we work on letting it, returning to flow, and then something else comes, and that is not on us.
Hmm.
What's on us is how we respond to that. So
Yeah, and care for ourselves through the exhaustion with grace and love and
love, yes.
patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And courage, which is our next card.
Yes. Oh my goodness, for sure,
the,
courage.
and this says courage in the face of conflict. And it's
Hmm.
not courage fighting back, bravado, attacking. It's courage
Hmm.
to stand in our truth,
Hmm.
even quietly if we have to in moments. We
Hmm.
don't have to shout it from the rooftops, but that courage to return, to keep returning to what our truth is.
Hmm.
That's what moves us through in the best way. And
Hmm.
it helps us shift our perspective. We're moving this
Hmm.
now from the internal and the feelings we have and the alignment there to our more higher mental capacity and our way to be able to shift and say, oh, I'm having conflict with this human. Instead of saying, I'm right, you're wrong, it's like, oh, I wonder how what they're where they're coming from. Like what are they, like exploring that. You don't have to agree with it, but just exploring it to get a better, bigger picture view. And then how do I fit in that, right? As I stick to what's right for me.
Hmm.
Um, which brings me to the next one. I got self-exploration. And
Hmm.
this says fairy tales and myths. So this is really diving into a deep dive of our truest self, our past, our history, all of it at once. And let's see, where it all shakes out in this moment.
Hmm.
What in the past, what experiences have served me to keep me in my courage? What
Hmm.
experiences do I want to bring forward and keep, and what ones do I want to leave behind? Lesson learned, move on, right? So it's really an assessment, a deeper assessment. That work, that inner work, the courage to stand in your own, the higher perspective, and then the deeper um, exploration and integration of our
Hmm.
truest self leads to activation. Another like inspired moment. This is also the card of spring, which we're just beginning. So
Hmm.
it's really like, okay, let's take all this stuff I've learned and let me move forward with that.
Hmm.
Um, it may feel like I'm moving forward again. I'm still trying this, but there's a different energy in it now, right? There's the energy of growth, and there's the energy of uh, you know sunlight and something to look forward to. Like the light has
Hmm.
been shined on this goal that I have. This
Hmm.
all could be an external goal, it could be a relationship for you, it could be just internal wanting to evolve your own self, and this could all be inner work. This is however you want to take it, but the steps and the movement and the alignments don't really change. Then I
Hmm.
got Grow Together, and it says, find those who inspire you to bloom and really start to make connections and collaborations with people in your community. It says community connection and reciprocation. So
Hmm.
it's give and take and aligning with others that will help you um, get to that place you want, help you with your evolving. Maybe this is a trusted friend or therapist or guide. Maybe
Hmm.
it's a project, and this, unity with others are just the right team in place to move that project forward. So reach out and find that collaborative energy and milk that for what it is.
Hmm.
And then I got celebration, and I love this because I'm
Hmm.
getting this more than when I read it in the group, that this is more um, celebrate your wins right now. Even if
Hmm.
it's the smallest shift, even if it was like, ooh, I held my courage and I shifted my perspective. Well, celebrate that because you made a change. And that
Mm-hmm.
will shift the outcome. It will shift
Mm-hmm.
your journey to the outcome. And so repeatedly celebrate your little wins, whatever those are for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last card and the card that kind of caps it all off is transformation. And I believe that humanity is in a great period of transformation now. We know in some energetic circles that we've shifted from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. This is
Mm-hmm.
all still in progress. There's a lot of things going on in astrology where the planets are resetting to zero and getting ready to move forward. We're in it. We're in the transformation. And we can also recognize our own transformation, you know, in those little moments of celebration, but also knowing that it's not just turning on a switch and now I'm transformed, right? It's a series of shifts.
Mm-hmm.
And we may have to go through this type of a cycle that is laid out in this reading over and over and over until we feel changed, right? But it's a matter of um, the main message I get is just return home, return to what you know, return to what's right for you
Mm-hmm.
in the face of all this external chaos. And that will guide you
Mm-hmm.
forward.
Yeah, that's such a beautiful way to complete this reading. And I want to invite everybody to just take a moment to feel that experience of unblending from all the external chaos that's going on in the world, the conflict, the war, all of it, and just return your awareness in, return home, and take a moment to grow roots down into the earth. Open up your heart and just let that kind of grow up like a tree expanding up into the sky and just feel yourself rooted at home within yourself. Such a great way to complete this reading today. Mm. All right, well, thank you so much. And next month is May, first Monday of May. I'm not present to what that date is, but May 4th.
May the fourth be
Goodness,
with you, as the
exactly.
Star Wars people say.
I
Sorry.
love it. Thank you so
Okay.
much.